gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Watson. The slant caught by Amendola. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up.
On 1st and 10, Watson out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
This Jacksonville unit really...
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. All right, we will save. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They begin the drive with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are.
On 1st down, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson on 1st down. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly... pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dumping it off for Johnson. Then he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, Watson working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he forced this throw, nearly intercepted in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fortunately, no turn. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,